with Prevea Health. We talked last half hour about some tips on talking with your child. What if your child comes home upset? How can you calm their fears?
Well, one of the things you want to do is be curious about what's upsetting them, right? You want to separate fact from reality, right? You want to be able to answer the questions they have, right, in as straightforward a manner as possible, and hopefully in a language that they understand, right? It's good not to try to guess what's upsetting your child, but hopefully let them lead you down the path, right, about what they're looking for.
And what if your child is afraid to go to school? How do you deal with that?
Well, anxiety is one of those reactions, right, that we expect with certain kids. And most kids will react fairly well, right? They'll cope with this. They've been in school. They've done lockdown drills. They've been exposed to this kind of reality, right, and the practice that goes along with this reality. But there will be some children that will have stronger reactions, right? And they may be more clingy to mom and dad, right? They may be more clingy to certain toys, right? They may be more irritable, right? They may not want to go to bed, right? They may get excessively curious and questioning, right, at bedtime, right? And that may be the time when you see more anxiety come out, right, as the busyness of their day slows down, they're not distracted as they typically would be during the day, and you might see signs that they want to be closer to you, right, and deal with that. We like to keep family routines as stable as possible, right? Because again, as a parent, your role, right, is not to pretend that these tragedies don't exist, but understand that we have to cope with these, right? And we cope with them best by maintaining as much of the same routine as possible. You might spend a few more minutes with them before they go to sleep, but you still want them to sleep in their bed. The next day, you still want them to go to school. You want them to get the support of their friends, right? See their teachers, right? Go through this experience as a group, not go through it alone, which is what happens when they stay at home. They just continue to be alone. It doesn't help them move forward and adjust.
When do you know that the reaction might need outside help, the help of a therapist, perhaps like yourself?
You know, typically if the reaction lasts, right, more than 3 or 4 days, right, they continue to have strong reactions, it's important for parents to know that anxiety and worry can be very contagious, right? So we often ask parents to look in the mirror, right, to make sure, right, that their child's fears and anxieties is their own fears and anxieties, right, that the household as a whole is moving forward. It's not unusual for us to ask the whole family to come in, right, to sort through how they're dealing with it and coping with it, and adjust that emotional climate in the household, right, so the children can settle down as well.
All right, a lot of conversation in the family homes tonight. Thank you so much for helping us deal with it. Jeffrey Stembris, behavioral care therapist with Prevea Health.